Thank you everyone for joining us. Hoping that this session today opens up an entirely new world of investing for all of you. Some of you may have invested through thematic baskets earlier using some particular popular baskets. However, now thanks to Wealth Desk and cooperation by FT, who supplies us with our Odin trading systems, we have been able to manage what could become the way that Indians invest over the next decade or so. I'm very, very pleased to have on board today for the presentation Ujjwal, who's the CEO at Wealth Desk, and his team consisting of Samir, who heads marketing, and Abhishek, who heads products. Um, Ujjwal has started this journey way back in 2016 and over a period of time has developed an extremely powerful platform. And as some of you might observe during his presentation, the baskets, baskets are essentially, small little packages of securities which follow a particular theme or a particular sector. And because of their nature that they're quantitatively managed, some of these baskets can add immense wealth irrespective of the size of the customer. I mean, you could have a customer who has 10,000 rupees or 10 crore rupees. It also relieves a lot of our partners and our employees from the daily effort involved in managing a large number of portfolios because wealth baskets typically run on an autopilot. What Ujjwal and his team have achieved is superlative performance across some of these wealth baskets, which also give you, by the way, a lot of niche exposure to certain stocks and stories that you otherwise might not be investing into. The other thing that you will like about this entire concept is that you don't have to do much. The system does it itself, and it's all done very transparently and with great ease. Essentially, it's a 2-3 minute kind of a journey for a customer who becomes used to using WealthDesk as a way to manage his portfolio without needing to call and without needing to sort of take calls almost every second day. What's also very good about the entire product range that Ujjwal and his team have created is that people can also do small little investments, using the SIP route. That's also available. Uh, while we have started with one advisor, which is OpenQ, on the Wealth Desk platform, we will soon be adding another 6 or 7 very, very popular investment advisors whose schemes have been doing very well. Not schemes really, strategies have been doing very well. And you will be able to therefore offer a very, very large range of products and services to your end customers. Ujjwal has spent, along with the team at Prabhudas Leeladhar, has spent almost 3 to 4 weeks to ensure that the product has stabilized and that the customer experience is extremely smooth. I would also, on behalf of all of us, like to congratulate Ujjwal and the entire Wealth Desk team because I read in the media recently that they've acquired large PE funding for their platform. So congratulations, team. Without wasting any more time, I would now like to invite Ujjwal to take us through the rest of the session.
Hey, thanks, Sandeep. Thank you for that introduction. And yeah, I mean, raising capital like this particular fundraise was actually symbolic because we have raised after almost like 5 years. We bootstrapped and built this business. So you can imagine, let's say, if you open this platform on your broking, how beautifully you can build a sustainable business, which is not funded by external capital but by real money given by the customers. So actually with that premise, so I'll give you a sense in terms of why we believe that the way broking used to happen versus how broking will happen in future, there will be a large shift. Now a lot of these things that we talk about in broking, where we talk about giving stock level research to customers so that they can transact in specific stocks, and then and different market needs are there, like, and different regimes are there. There's sector view, there's theme view, there's long-term strategy view. There are a bunch of things which actually makes a customer transact through broking. And largely India has been driven by sub broker distributors actually help their client to open their broking account, then they help with them their stock picking, and then they eventually invest. But because these stock pickings have always been like discretionary in nature, because and has a lot of biases in terms of what to buy, what not to buy, and eventually uh, people don't look at really from a wealth creation point of view, but they end up looking it from a short term gratification. And generally when it comes to long term wealth creation or sustainable wealth creation, they end up buying a mutual fund or a PMS, which is a large chunk of money going outside broking into an AMC. So what we realized back in 2016 is that actually if we take the RIA license route of SEBI or research analyst route of SEBI and create a product out of these licenses, what we can do is give the transparency or the ease of investing like a mutual fund, but at the same time use broking as the channel to distribute the stock and ETF based advisory. And that what led us to actually create this platform where we use the RIA license and research analyst license. They are top advisors on our platform who create these portfolios, which we call as wealth basket. Now these wealth baskets ranges from very short term trading strategy to very long term passive strategy, and in between bunch theme sectors, whatever be the needs of the end customer, they are wealth basket. There's a wealth basket to achieve that, and they don't need to go into mutual fund PMS. So basically what we are saying is that we are not just talking about broking expansion, we are talking about even diverting a lot of AUM from mutual fund PMS into wealth basket through Prabhudas Leeladhar broking. And that is what we define as the new age of doing value based broking, which is sort of like talking about metrics like how much asset under advisory is being captured inside the demat accounts, which is hold which customers hold at the broker premise. And that means that what we are talking about is wealth management, which is typically a term used only for ultra HNIs, family office kind of clients. But from a retail customer point of view, it is only about either mutual fund or broking, which is like what stock buy not to buy. But what we are talking about with wealth basket on top of broking, you can do actually wealth management at scale, create wealth for your end customer, and these customers could be first time, it could be seasoned, everybody. And that's the overall vision behind the Wellness platform. And what we say is that if last 5 years some of these like discount brokers have actually created that premise that if you make transactions easy on your platform, then you can expand broking. But what we say is that next 5 years, if you make wealth creation easy on top of broking, then you can expand your broking ecosystem at a scale which transaction led broking cannot do, because India is largely not a country where you will have 10 million, 20 million, 50 million, 100 million kind of traders. But India is a country where you have 10 million, 20 million, 100 million people who have savings money and they want to create wealth, and that is a very huge market which can be captured on broking through wealth basket. So what we say is that next 5 years is can be led by advisory led broking, and Wealth sitting on top of Prabhu's broking ecosystem, that vision can be established, and your existing sub brokers, sales people, distributors can actually ad- make this some of these incredibly great advisory portfolios to the end customer, both through online channels as well as online offline channels, and make sure that their wealth creation is very simple. So the typical journey of opening the demat account, making that uh, money moves from savings account to the brokerage account, and ensuring that they invest in their first wealth basket. What will happen is that not only it makes it very simple for them to invest in these stocks and ETF portfolios, which they can understand very well, like a mutual fund or a PMS, but at the same time, because it will involve, because these are transparently managed and they don't need to actually understand which stock to buy to sell in within the portfolio, wealth creation starts happening. And when wealth creation starts happening, the compounding effects are huge. So the immortality rate of an end customer increases, which means that a customer who opens a broking account and gets dormant, to a customer opening a broking account, starting with his first investment, second investment, third investment, that effect takes a multiplier effect and compounded very well. And eventually you see that the amount of assets that comes in your demat account through all your customers expands, and not only your businesses expands from a revenue point of view, but from an end customer point of view, wealth creation starts happening. And this is what we have achieved now. So which means that what we have done from a purely from a fund management point of view, on the left side you see we have mutual funds, we have AIF cat 3s, which is 1 crore plus, and PMS, which is 50 lakh plus. Now under advisory and research licenses, we have captured a market between that 500 rupees mutual funds and that 50 lakh 1 crore AIF, that market in between, which was completely unorganized but was meant to be captured through broking, we have captured that through wealth basket. And 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 it has been a long journey, as you have said, just that we started in 2016. It's a very sophisticated platform, because what we have to do is to enable from a research house, we need to enable product creation, and from product creation we need to enable, we need to make sure that is distribution ready, and when it is distribution ready, we need to make sure of on your consumer platform the customers can very simply understand these portfolios, and in couple of minutes they can transact seamlessly, as well as track in almost real time basis, just like individual stocks. So that means that the ability to make money that has, that is gamified to a level that what they see at individual stock level, they can they can experience the same at the wealth basket level. So this entire platform stack has been built over several years, and now we've been opening it to brokers like you, so that you can actually scale the value based business at a scale which could not be possible without a platform like this. Now just like very simply put, the whale, as we have just now discussed, the wealth basket is actually a research backed portfolio on stocks or ETFs built around a theme, strategy, or goal. And manufacturers are SEBI registered professionals. So these are not like Welldesk is just the platform enabler. On Welldesk, they are some of the country's top advisors, research houses coming onto the platform and creating these wealth baskets so that Prabhudas Leela, customers can discover and invest in these wealth baskets. So some of your sales guys or franchisees, if they even see that there's a specific RIA which needs, which whose portfolio they can actually serve to their target demographics, they can also bring those RIAs to Prabhudas and they can create their wealth basket and immediately make that available inside Prabhudas Leela, the consumer platform, so that they can start transacting, so that customers can start transacting immediately. So so the ability to actually not just stop at specific portfolios, but as the market needs changes, as your customer needs changes, the ability to bring all those portfolio investment strategy to your end customer. Now this is sort of a pipeline for you. So you can, you're from a sales point of view, you can come up with more hyper personalized requirements. Let's say we need specific portfolios for these specific needs, market conditions, and all of that. You can very easily now make that available to your end customer. So this is how the platform works. And what it means, that between mutual funds, PMS, AIF, this new product category which we call as wealth basket, they will ensure that you have large scale participation with complete transparency, and the products are as standardized as like a mutual fund. So from a comparison point of view, they can understand how they perform to a Nifty or a Nifty Next 50 or any benchmark. From an end customer point of view, customizations are possible in terms of what specific portfolios you need for specific market needs. You can get it created from the RIAs and the research analysts. Now, because from an end customer point of view, it is all about one touch approval whenever there is a change in the portfolio. So it's completely process driven, completely disciplined approach. Now, previously, for example, if you used to have a stock calls given to your end customer, now let's say in a month you give 5 calls, for example, and because in every call customer needs to make that choice that whether I should invest or not, and let's say out of 5 they did it in 2 and 3 they didn't do. What happened at the end of the day, let's say those 2 calls were the failed calls and the 3 were the good calls, but overall out of 5 calls there was a genuine wealth creation that could have happened. But because individual calls, customer activation is needed. But what happens with wealth basket is that they just activate themselves once, they invest some money in that wealth basket, and from an advisor point of view, if there's any change happening inside the portfolio, some stock going in, some stock going out, all that happens automatically. From a customer point of view, they just need to do one touch approval on these buy sells, and everything, what quantity to buy, what to sell, all these automatically happen. So that entire uh, expectation from a customer to activate on every call goes away. From a stock point of view, they just need to simply do a one touch approval and they simply directly execute through Prabhudas Leela account. And and because this entire wealth basket are distributed through technology, the cost of distribution is very low. So the unit economics to actually build a large market is very good, even if let's say we're talking about competing with discount broking businesses. It's a very win-win situation. Not only we are able to create wealth from an end customer point of view, but at the same time make that available at a very low cost. And as product side innovation, as I told you, that the kind of portfolios being created on this platform ranges from different research styles, themes, trading strategy, long term, short term theme. So every kind of product is being created. And what we are saying is that if mutual funds can command 30 lakh crores till now, PMS 1.5 lakh crores, and AIF around 400 odd crores, are we saying that in next 5 years can we have 1 lakh crores of AUA under advisory based broking? And we think we can do that on top of on top of the broking ecosystem if we do it right. And because the product mix that is available compared to a mutual fund ecosystem or a PMS ecosystem, it is so varied, and so advanced that you can capture every kind of investor needs, and open any kind of portfolio, and can handle a first time investor or dormant investors, a seasoned investors, for providing them every kind of product mix so that they can actually make money. I can go to individual use cases also. For example, a first time investor could start with a very simple asset mix of ETF portfolio, so that he doesn't fear but at the same time do long term wealth creation, and eventually move into advanced portfolios. A dormant investors could be asked to activate with very similarly an ETF based portfolio or a thematic portfolio which he thinks that he wants to invest in. A seasoned investor not only build his long term portfolio through these asset mix ETF portfolio or defensive momentum portfolios, but at the same time can do sectoral switches between different themes and sectors portfolios. Now, today, if your trader, let's say on your platform, let's say realizes that during budget there's a huge post budget, there was a clear indication that the financial stocks will do well. Now he would have handpicked Kotak or HDFC, for example, but with a very well curated banking wealth basket, which is weighted high on momentum and quality, he could have invested in that and he could have created serious wealth in shorter term. So, and then could have rotated between sectors. So that kind of use cases are also being very well taken care for seasoned investors. And eventually what happens is that on your demat account you see that across every segmentation there's an activity happening which compounds into asset being expanded on your demat account, and real wealth creation starts happening. And that's what we say, that you move from transaction based broking to value based broking. Customer acquisition becomes very easy. Dormant or inactive accounts reactivation becomes very easy, because now you are talking about not stocks which most people don't understand, but you're talking about actual portfolio strategies which they could understand. And because wealth creation will happen, they will eventually start moving more money. And from a business point of view, the revenue starts expanding. And typically what we have seen that a customer starting with a 10,000 portfolio end up even going till 40,000 50,000 investment across wealth baskets on our platform, for a typical segment like a Prabhulas Leeladhar on another broker's like setup. So we see that you can achieve that very well, and eventually can talk about bringing culminating dormant accounts, active account, new accounts, and even bringing money which could have gone to mutual funds into wealth baskets on top of broking, and eventually that could create that new advised wealth market opportunity. So yeah, before moving further, I'll just stop here, and then so now we will go through the product demo. But Sandeep, you want to take questions now or you want to take at the end after the demo?
I think we'll take them at the end, if that's
Okay,
okay.
cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so before I start the demo, so there are two aspects to our platform. So there's one business platform and there's consumer platform. Now, most of you will be from an end customer point of view or from a distribution point of view, will be looking at the consumer platform, which is more important for you to understand how this whole transaction workflow work. But just to give you a sense on the business platform, we make it very simple for the RIAs and the research analysts to create different kinds of wealth baskets, whether it is fundamental, discretionary, technical, passive, active, and make it so easy from a distribution point of view that on the consumer side, distributing these portfolios to an end customer becomes very simple. And so this is some of the screens where how wealth baskets are being created and how they manage their risk return attribution on these wealth baskets, how they, and once your wealth baskets start getting distributed on the consumer platform, on the Wellness business platform, we provide a comprehensive dashboard to see which customer is buying what wealth basket, what is their PNL, talk to them, export reports, and talk to the client, do all sorts of high-end client relationship. You can do all of that through the business platform, which our team will be constantly working with you to support in this exercise, whether as a distributor, franchisee, or a salesperson or a marketing person. All these data points will be there at a click of a button for you on the business platform. And this is how the advisor rebalances the portfolio on an AUM basis. So from an advisor point of view, they manage the entire portfolio on an AUM basis in a specific portfolio. From an end customer point of view, you coming with 5,000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 5 lakh, 50 lakh, does not matter. From a platform will calculate the impact at individual customer level, what to buy, what to sell in actual quantities, and they just need to do a one touch approval. So the complete life cycle is very seamlessly managed, and whenever there is any rebalancing change, they will get the updates. They just do one touch approval and they are through. No complications for that matter. And we have also something called as an offline onboarding platform, wherein in case customers who are not coming online directly, they can actually be onboarded offline through our offline workflow, which is called offline to online workflow. So basically this platform is only not only just for the like digital like first customers. Even your customers who are not digitally savvy, they can also be onboarded seamlessly through our offline to online channels. So we have a mechanism for that. So that's why we call our platform is available for both the India demographics as well as the Bharat demographics, because the tier 2 tier 3 cities of India are still not ready to actually transact online. So that market is also there to be captured. And these are some of the snapshot of the consumer platform, which we anyways will see as Abhishek demos it out. And now coming specifically to OpenQ, which we are launching in our first phase. Now OpenQ has a story as an RIA when they've been onboarded on our Welders platform. Now if you look at global markets, how they have actually created large AUM under advisory model, it has happened because of actively managed ETFs. Now what are actively managed ETFs? Now in US, it is very easy to create an ETF as a vehicle, and underlying there's a way to manage funds such that if you are changing themes from one sector to other, if you depending on the market conditions, from an ETF point of view, customer doesn't need to know anything because they are investing in that ETF. But in India, you can't do all of that actively managed ETF because it's very complex to build all of that. Now what OpenQ does is, let's say for example, OpenQ defensive momentum is a wealth basket. Now what they do is that in the defensive momentum wealth basket, every month it is rebalanced. So it will always ensure that the high performing stocks based on momentum and ensuring volatility wise it is mitigated from a risk point of view, those stocks are always there in the portfolio. So what happens is that whether it is up market, whether it is down market, it will always outperform the market in terms of wealth creation. So these kind of portfolios, and similarly within sectors, themes, these different smart beta factors or like quantitative factors like volatility, size, yield, momentum, dividend, quality, all these are mixed and matched in a way that from an end customer point of view, in a very very simple disciplined way, they can create real wealth, whether we are talking about long term portfolios, whether we are talking about short term portfolios. So what we can say very very like confidently is that once OpenQ wealth baskets are live on Prabhulas Leeladhar on top of Welders, what we are talking about is, you imagine the most advanced ETFs in global markets, which sort of are in between active and passive portfolios. Those kind of all wealth baskets are now available to Prabhudas customers to actually make real wealth in a very, very transparent, disciplined way, without any complications and without any human bias. These are very well process driven portfolios open through Welders platform. So if you guys know about MSCI, they are the biggest leaders in the world in building smart beta ETFs, which iShares and Vanguards of the world and even AQRs of the world run a lot of portfolios. Imagine that is available at the retail level with a simple understanding of how to invest, and making sure wealth creation becomes a very simple idiot proof exercise from a distribution point of view. So that is what OpenQ launch is important, is actually is going to set the right foundation from your sales exercise point of view, because you will be selling some of the most institutionally well curated portfolios compared to, let's say, some other basket players are there in the country who are just focusing on only creating some content theme so that it makes simple from an end customer point of view, but from long term wealth creation point of view they are not focusing more. But these portfolios which are being opened, these are compared at this as we speak are benchmarked to some of the top PMSs as well as mutual funds in the country. So what you will be distributing to an end customer are some of the best institutional grade portfolios that could be made available at the retail level. That particular that research quality will significantly improve your sales strategy and eventually make your customer successful in terms of wealth creation. And what is also important is that if you realize that based on market conditions, specific sectors, themes are also needed, all those can be created on a very very real time basis, so that from an end customer needs you can always serve your customer requirements. So yeah, without like adding more details, I'll let Abhishek to do the demo.
So I would like to break down this section into 3 subsection. Okay. And the first section will see how the client journey will look like when they, trying to subscribe to a wealth basket online. And then we'll see how, sub brokers and brokers can offline onboard their clients. And in the third section, we'll try to discuss about the features that are available on the dashboard. So starting with the first section, a client can either log in to their Prabhudas Leeladhar account from wealthdesk.plindia.com website, or they can simply visit the website of PL India. Here they can see the Wealth Desk. they can click login. Okay. They simply enter their credentials. So once they log in, we have this risk profiler and KYC form, which is mandatory, and this is only a one-time activity. So they can select a wealth basket. Okay, they can see all the wealth baskets which they want to subscribe. So they click on subscribe button. Then they have to fill this KYC form, which is a one-time activity. So Sandeep ji, can you help me with your date of birth?
It's 8 February 73.
So just to add to what while Abhishek is doing this, so we are also working to automate this part also, where we will be doing an automatically KRFH from KYC CDSL. So once that is done from a customer point of view, this step will be also gone away. So that is also going to go live next week. So that will make the exercise very simple from an end customer point of view.
Can you help me with the PIN code? That's one. So once the KYC form is filled, we have this end user agreement, which has to be validated using a OTP. So since the client is, subscribing this well basket online, the OTP is sent to his mobile number. So once the OTP is received, they can proceed. Then they have to enter their investment amount. Once they do it, it will be redirected to a payment gateway page where they have to pay the subscription fee. So they can either use UPI or net banking. So right now I'll be using UPI. So once the payment is paid, they can see the stock split. So they have to click here to begin with the order execution. They can see the stock holdings. Once they confirm. So since the market is closed, we are not allowing them to place the orders. So once they reach here, they click on confirm button. This is redirected to the execution terminal where they click confirm and the orders get executed. Once the order are executed, their portfolio looks like something. We have Divesh.
So, Abhishek, I'll just clarify that
Yes.
to everybody that if you had pressed the confirm button during market hours,
Yes.
what would have happened is that the trade plus web screen would have opened up.
Yes.
And once the customer logs in, the transactions automatically go through.
Yeah, I can show it here. So once they click on the confirm button, okay, during the market hours, we redirect them. And they can just submit here. Click on submit. And the orders are completed successfully. So this is how a client journey looks like when they are trying to subscribe to a well basket online. Then we also have this dashboard where the client can track their investment. So for example, I have a Zerodha account and I have subscribed to a well basket. So this is how my portfolio looks like. Okay, this is my portfolio. These are the wealth basket I've subscribed to. These are the list of my current holdings. I can also, check a detailed performance of how my wealth basket is performing. So I can either also, my active holdings are listed here. These are my transactions, and I can also export a PDF which has all the performance metrics. Like, so list of holdings and any previous advice that has been closed and the dividend received. So any questions so far? Sandeep ji, or we'll take the questions at Q&A session.
Yeah, we'll take the questions and on chat.
Sure. So if there are any questions so far, please can you, one-time payment only or monthly payment? So it depends on the advisor actually. So now what I'll do is I'll move ahead with the second section, that how you can onboard your client offline. So what we'll do is we'll share credentials with all the distributors, okay? And they can, with the help of their credentials, they can come to wealthdesk.business.in, and using your credentials, you can log in onto the platform. Then you can go to the customer subscription tab. You can select a broker. So in case of all the sub brokers present here, it will be by default PL India. If the client is pre-registered, you can simply enter the code here. If the client is not registered, you can click here to register. And this is a simple format, a template which you have to fill. And just to be very clear, the email address and the password entered here can be used by the client to come to the platform and track their portfolio performance. So once you register a client, you have to enter a code, submit button, select a wealth basket, okay, which you want the client to subscribe. Then we have this one-time KYC form. And you have to just select the details. Update KYC and proceed ahead. Once that is done, we have a risk profiler form, which is mandatory as per SEBI guidelines. And this is also a one-time activity. So you can just, there are 13 questions which you can. So based on this, wealth baskets will be suggested to your clients if they are visiting the plindia.wealthdesk.in website. So once that is done, we have this agreement, which can be, if the client is accessible, you can just go for a OTP approval. You can take the OTP from the client, enter the OTP, and the agreement will be validated. If the client is not accessible right now, but he has approved the transaction, what you can do is you can go for an offline approval, where the client can, later reply via an email that he approves the transaction and please execute the trades. So the agreement validation is successful. then you have to, update the payment status. For example, how you are planning to collect the fee. So, and the expiry date, 6 months from the date of subscription. So let's say okay, and there you have to enter a payment ID. Once that is done, what you can do is just give me a moment. So once you finish with the risk profiler and payment ID has been entered, you can simply click on the enter the investment amount, click submit button. Okay, once you enter the investment amount, you get the stock splits. Okay, these are the stock splits of the wealth basket you have selected. Now what you are supposed to do is you can either export it to in a Odin format and get it executed via the Odin terminal, or you can export it as a CSV. And once the trades are executed, you have to update the same onto the system. So this is the Odin template of the trades. So once the trades are executed, you have to download a CSV from here. Okay, either if it's a SIP investment, you have to click on SIP to download a CSV template for SIP. If it's a lump sum investment, you have to click on the lump sum. So this is how this is the CSV template in which you are supposed to update the trades details and upload it onto the system for a successful client offline client onboarding. So you have to enter all the details. And you have to make sure that the client code you are entering is in the capital, okay? And the trades are specifically in the given format. You have to enter the wealth basket name, investment amount, date, for offline onboarding, since you have already entered the payment ID, you are not supposed to enter the payment ID again here. And then you have to enter all the trade details. Please make sure you enter the real prices at the prices the trades were executed. So it will help us in the portfolio performance calculation. Once you have done with the updating the trade details, all you have to do is upload the CSV onto the system, upload onboarding customer, and that's it. The client will be onboarded offline. So are there any questions? Does require to get a hard copy of the CSV? So no. Okay, we are planning to go implementing a CVL KRA fetch. So once that is enabled, we'll simply need client's pen card number and his date of birth date. Okay, so once that is there, we'll simply fetch KYC through CVL KRA. So now to the third section, which is of the platform. So what features are available to all the sub brokers and advisors? So this is how a distributor platform will look like. I'll also be sharing this videos with the team, so you can always get back to them and review it. So this is how a distributed dashboard or a sub-broker dashboard will look like, where you have this customer subscription tab where you can onboard the customers from. Then we have this pending actions tab where you can check all the pending approvals and rejected orders. For example, suppose a new advice has been issued by the advisor, but the client has still not, approved the request. So you can come to the pending actions tab. You can click on the pending approvals. You can select a broker, which will be by default PL India. You can select a wealth basket over here. And if there are any pending requests, you can see all the pending approvals below, which you can follow up with the clients, ask for approval. Once you have an approvals, we also have a CSV export option, so you can export it, get it traded, and upload onto the system from. So that, and we also have a rejected orders tab. So suppose, for example, if clients approves the rebalancing request, but they do it post market hours, or for example, suppose they don't have sufficient funds in their ledger, so the orders get rejected. So all that rejected orders can be visible in the rejected orders tab. So again, you have to select a well basket and all the rejected orders will be visible here. So again, you can follow up with your clients, asking them, that please do approve the request. And or if there is a shortage of funds, you can ask them to please maintain the margin, and then you can ask them to approve the trades. Then we have this AUM dashboard where you can track all the for example, in case of a sub broker, we have this facility where you can enter your client codes. When you enter your client code, you get all the information about the client has invested in which well baskets, and you can simply download the performance report. So the performance report looks exactly like this, where you have this investment date, exit date, initial investment, additional investments, total investments. Then we have this absolute gain, portfolio absolute return, and portfolio returns. And for the broker, we have this admin account, which I would like to show. So this is the broker's account. Okay. So this is the broker admin account, where again we have this dashboard where you can upload all the rebalancing files. Then we have this customer subscription tab where you can onboard offline customers in the similar fashion that we saw in the video. Then we have this downloads tab where you can download all the corporate actions related to well baskets. For in most of the cases, for example, bonus issue and dividends, the platform takes care of. In case of mergers and acquisition, we inform the advisor, and the advisors then take the necessary action, and that's how rebalancing shoots out. Then the broker can also download various trades, ranging, and then investor EOD holdings. This is very helpful in case of reconciliation. Then we have pending actions approval. So just to be very clear, a broker with their admin account has access to the AUM dashboard of the entire clients. So even in case, suppose a sub broker brings in or onboards a customer, so in case of sub broker, they can only see the clients onboarded by them. But in case of a broker, you can see all the subscribers, all the clients who have been onboarded on the WealthDesk platform. So then we have this AUM dashboard where you can either select well basket rights. So we have this data available, well basket rights. And here we have investors where you can just enter the client code. And since I am not registered on PL India, this error. So this is from the dashboard type. So now I'll be taking questions on the chat or Q&A session. So I think if there are any questions, we can go ahead with them.
Ujjwal, just a couple of questions so that everybody's clear. One, which are the popular baskets that customers at other brokers are sort of able to be very successful selling? And two, how does rebalancing happen? I mean, what is the actual flow to the end customer? Let's say the partner is not involved at all. The partner is only allowed the customer to get himself onboarded. Then throughout the journey, how does rebalancing happen? How does the customer know what to buy and what to sell?
Yeah, so whenever there's a rebalance, the customer gets the notification on email and SMS if the platform has the details. And when they log in on their Prabhudas Leeladhar Welldesk account, in the pending actions tab, they will see all these pending actions, and they can just simply go ahead and do a one-touch approval. I can try showing one
So
second.
Sandeep ji, just give me a second. So this is my Zerodha account, okay, and I've subscribed to a Wealth Basket. So there was a rebalancing, and so under pending actions tab, okay, I can see there is a rebalancing pending. So here they can see all the rebalancing actions, and I can approve it, and then it is the same procedure. So I'll have to confirm, and it will redirect me to the trading.
So there's an SMS, there's an email, or I can go to the website and see my pending actions.
Correct.
Perfect. And which are the popular baskets that brokers are sort of very happy advising?
Yes, Sandeep. So there are two ways to look at the brokers are looking at the entire wealth basket ecosystem from a twofold strategy. One is that when a customer is focusing on long-term wealth creation, there are some core wealth basket which we call as like something which we are talking about segmenting against mutual funds and PMS. So they are, let's say, OpenQ defensive momentum. It's like an evergreen all-time portfolio. Then there's something called OpenQ hybrid, which is like a balanced fund equivalent of mutual fund. These are like core portfolios where any long-term wealth money that you want to pump in, brokers have able to bring a lot of money, and people have seen whether it is bull, bear, the portfolios have done significantly well. And because these portfolios have been like back tested, like even back from 2000 onwards, ensuring no survivorship bias and ensuring that it actually tested the real market conditions in last 20 years, these portfolios tend to actually statistically tend to outperform in the longer run. So these are long-term portfolios. And in terms of themes and strategies, what is happening is that we have seen, let's say, when Corona started, there was a lot of money that has gone into pharma wealth basket, then gradually moved to digital India, then gradually moved to make in India, then now MNC, OpenQ MNC theme is picking up, and this rotation will constantly happen. So our advisors will constantly work with you as a webinar or as a market reach to tell, like, in shorter term, which are the right portfolios. Now long term, obviously they are evergreen portfolios which you can sell at any time, whether market is at 15,000, whether market is at 8,000, you can sell that portfolios. And then depending on different regimes and market conditions, there are shorter term views where you can ask your customer to place bets in specific sectors, themes and all. So point is, and even in themes, there are a lot of themes which has a lot of long term essence. Let's say OpenQ MNC, OpenQ Digital India, OpenQ Make in India, they have commanded significant AUM on our platform. And what we suggest also is that if you could allow, then OpenQ CIO Sujit can also do a very dedicated call with your distribution team, so that they can have more confidence in terms of how this whole thing works out from a manufacturing point of view.
Correct. So I would encourage all the participants to log into the wealthdesk.plindia.com site and see some of these portfolios for themselves. The portfolios and their performances from almost 5-6 years ago are all clearly demonstrated on the platform. You can, of course, not trade, but other than that, you'll get a lot of information. Ujjwal, just one quick question from a very selfish broker's point of view also, apart from the customer. Is that typically what is the portfolio turnover? So let's say I've invested 1 lakh in a year, typically on an average, what is the kind of portfolio turnover that happens on a lakh?
So OpenQ specifically, because these are quantitative portfolios, there is a lot of data around that. So we have seen they are minimum, they are churned at least 4x. Like say 1 lakh of money will be churned 4 to 4 lakhs within a year.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So about a 4x turnover.
Yeah, 4x turnover. Yeah.
Okay, guys, there are some questions in the chat box. So what is the subscription fee? My answer there is that each of the products, the subscription fee is clearly mentioned. For every 10,000 rupees, for example, it's about 50 rupees, which is about 0.5% typically. Is there a fee to each basket? Yes, there is a fee to each basket being subscribed. And how is it charged? Per month or per 6 months? It's in advance for 6 months typically. Is it more like SIP into stocks? No, some of these schemes have, so you can stop me somewhere if I'm wrong, Ujjwal. Some of
Yeah,
these schemes have the SIP option and some don't. So you can see the schemes and then decide which one of them interests you. And there might be an SIP option for that. It's clearly written wherever there's an SIP option. OpenQ wealth baskets are rebalanced monthly. Ujjwal has responded to somebody. How can someone cancel an SIP? So
I
if
have.
somebody wants to pause or stop an SIP, that's a question that you could take up.
Yeah, I have responded to that. So when somebody does an SIP, they can stop SIP from their my portfolio where they have invested. They can just like how in a existing portfolio they can do a partial withdrawal. So even let's say if you have invested some money and then at some point you want to do some partial withdrawal from that wealth basket, even that is possible. So for example, you invested 10,000 and you have made 15,000, for example, and you want to take out let's say 8,000, 9,000 rupees, you can do that, subject to there are some restrictions in terms of ensuring that the model portfolio weightages are not disturbed at the end count level, so they can still redeem money, partial money also from these wealth baskets. And similarly, when you do an SIP, you can stop SIP whenever you want.
Okay, we've got a very senior partner of ours who's asking how can an advisor get onboarded. So we will take that up separately with you, sir. We'll help you sort of get there. Then there's a question on do you require any hard copy for KYC? So when the customer on board, there's no hard copy. It's a 2-3 minute online process. If you are onboarding the customer via an offline mode, that's when an offline KYC might be required. Is that correct, Ujjwal?
Yeah, so in both the cases, we expect that see, because these are already broking customers, so they have a KRA record at the CDSL agency, like the KYC recording agency. So that KRA record is fetched from an advisor point of view. So in case if it is done offline, what right now we expect that you update the KYC data and eventually the advisor fetches the KRA from the KRA agency. They will download that data as part of their offline process. And what we are also looking to do, in just like in online we are doing an auto KRA fetch for the advisor, in offline what we will do is that when the do that update the KYC data of the customer from broking, we also do the KRA fetch at offline level. So that is still a work in progress.
Okay. There are a couple of questions related to brokerage, etc. So I'll just take 2 minutes to explain to everybody how this is operating actually. So to our partners, so when you're essentially participating on WealthDesk, WealthDesk is a technology platform, right? Now there is a company, or I mean, basically there's an advisory firm, for example, OpenQ, whose portfolios you just saw. Now OpenQ as an advisor charges you an advisory fee, which like I said, could be 0.5% or 1% per annum, which includes all rebalancing, advice, etc., etc. That's what the advisor makes. What does the broker make? The broker is making brokerage on the trades done through the online Trade Plus portal. So once you've accepted the advice of the advisory firm, as you know, the trades are getting executed in the client code at Prabhudas Leather. So the same brokerage that applies to his usual trading will apply on these also. So what do you make? You make the brokerage that is happening. The advisor makes the advisory fee from the customer, and WealthDesk hopefully charges us very low for providing you all of these facilities. That's how the entire model operates. Can we get some account on a trial basis? I mean, you can log into WealthDesk.pl India and see the performances of all their portfolios. But other than that, I mean, I don't know what you want a demo for, but other than that, it's hardly anything. So you might start with a 10,000 rupee portfolio and actually see how it operates. There's no demo kind of thing available. Can we backtest the performance of these available baskets? No. So the performance of these baskets is already available, and each of these performances is about 6-7 years old. So I am not sure why you would want to backtest this. But Ujjwal, in case you want to add something to this, you are welcome to add.
Yeah, so these wealth baskets which are onboarded on the platform, they are back testing performance as well as their real life life performance, all that are available. I assume if you are a manufacturer and you want to back test your strategy basis, like say last 20 years, that is something if you're talking about that can be done. We provide that to advisors. So I'm not sure from an end customer point of view, the entire performance is available to see it, compare it to benchmarks, and make a wise decision to invest in that portfolio.
Okay. There's a question on principally, this is similar to small case. Yes, all thematic portfolios across the world are fairly similar. So this is also similar to what happens globally and in India, including people like small case, etc.
I might add few things,
Yes.
let's say, because yeah. So one thing you need to understand from purely on broking, what we are focusing on is a far more fiduciary view of bringing advisory portfolios versus sort of screened set of stocks available to end customer, where that they are not well researched from a portfolio point of view, but they are no screened on specific criteria and made available to you on some theme sector. These are stocks which are even within the portfolio, they are curated with the weights to create that real wealth. Just like how Nifty 50, a specific stock has a specific weight, in these wealth baskets that you buy, the weights are also scientifically managed. They are not like some random heuristics. So compared to somebody else who might have seen how other like providers are doing that on broking, so these portfolios tend to create wealth in the long term with the right disclaimers. So these are institutionally managed. Like you would want to compare this to mutual funds and PMS and like globally well recognized actively passively managed ETFs, not to let's say something which is purely built on the idea of screening. So that is how I would close this part of comparison. So yeah.
Okay, there's a question. If client starts with small amount, then transaction charges will be higher side due to due to lots of transactions. No, so I think let me explain. So let's say you're charging the customer even 50 basis points annually on the portfolio, on a portfolio of 100 rupees. Like Ujjwal just said, that even if the portfolio turnover is, let's say, four times, which is 4x of the portfolio, the annual yield on that portfolio will be about 2%, because that's 50 basis points into 4. So, Jatin, so, a 2% kind of annual thing is fairly low. In fact, we might end up actually doing much more churn than here. And not, anyway, you don't charge 50 basis points these days. How to redeem basket after 6 months? So there are two ways to do this. One could be covered by Ujjwal, and the other one is if you stop paying your fees, then anyway the advisory ends. Ujjwal, you might want to just add that. I mean, or I could go to my account and stop the basket, right?
Correct, you can exit anytime. Yeah.
Or if I don't pay my fees, then the timeline expires, and
So
therefore there's no
so
advice.
yeah, so you on the rebalancing update, you are asked to renew your payment before getting the next rebalancing update. But still,
Absolutely.
the stocks are there in your portfolio.
In
You
your
can
DP,
exit anytime.
correct.
Yeah.
So you could always sell it at Prabhudas Leeladhar with your online or Odin
Even
transaction.
within Welldesk also, they can exit anytime, even if they have not paid the advisory fee.
Correct. Okay, got it. Tax implications, please. There is no separate tax implication. See, please remember that this is just advice being given. This platform is generating advice which you are executing using this particular facility. So whether you do it locally on your Odin terminal, the client does it via the mobile app, or you do it via Wealth Desk, there is no difference as far as the customer is concerned. He's just buying a list of stocks which belong to a particular theme. I think that broadly covers the questions. Or have I missed something? Is it like PMS? No, of course not. It's advisory, and the customer decides whether he wishes to execute. How can users stop cancel SIP? We already answered. I think that's broadly it, unless somebody has a question. Stocks are chosen on what parameters? Fundamental or technical or mixed?
So for OpenQ, they follow the principles of factor investing, which is globally well practiced to build a smart beta portfolio. So there are 6 factors on which these OpenQ portfolios work are is quality, value, size, yield, momentum, and volatility. And specific wealth basket that you open from a specific RIAs, there could be different use cases. So they could be fundamental portfolios. So depending on the advisor's research strategy, the wealth baskets are accordingly managed. So as I told you in one of those slides, we have a product ecosystem from very actively managed portfolios, which are more discretionary fundamental, to something like OpenQ, which is completely factor driven and quant driven portfolios. So depending on the portfolio creator's research strategy, the parameters are defined by the advisor. They are the manufacturers, they own this. No, so these are individual stocks. So assume like your demat account. So question is basket a separate security or instrument from tax point of view, or will it be individual stocks from end customer? From an end customer point of view, these are individual stocks only sitting in your demat account. Just assume uske upar there is a layer of themes and strategy. Idea is to look at the demat account, which are all these stocks, but they are in isolation. They are managed through different strategies. So these are like typical, the stocks sit as a flattened underlying stock in your demat account. Nothing changes there. The advisory layer sits on top to organize these portfolios. For booking timings of selling stocks, so that is advisory driven. They will give the recommendations on when to sell stocks. For booking profits on a particular, will you send SMS? Yeah. So rebalancing updates will have both buy and sell recommendations, which will ask to exit specific stocks, enter different other stocks. All of that will be provided by the advisor. So when you churn, all buying selling will have tax implications individually. Correct. Yeah, as like an individual tax stock implications, whether it is a short-term capital gain or a long-term capital gain, it will apply the same on these wealth baskets also, because they are at the end of the day individual stocks being invested in your demat accounts. Yes, that will be available on your My Portfolio. That what from a performance tracking point of view, all that information will be available to you.
Perfect. Any other questions? I would request our partners to chat with us, or you could anyway email us at a later stage. We'll wait for another 15 seconds.
So there's a question, can share portfolio wise performance? Yes, their performance are available portfolio wise across portfolio at every level. Performance is available from all possible views across wealth basket, individual wealth basket. You have performance data available at every level.
I think Dhiman Bhai asked this question. So Dhiman Bhai, if you go to wealthdesk.plindia.com, you can see each individual portfolio, its performances, its minimum size, whether SIP is available or not, and so on, and charts on the performance, etc. Okay, I think we'll bring it to a close. Ujjwal, Samir, and Abhishek, thank you so much for taking time off for this session. I would request our partners to sort of look at the website, and it's a very mobile-friendly website as well. So even if you're going home, right now and you're on your way, you could possibly study the website. It doesn't take too much time. I think you'll understand the entire concept in about 15 minutes. I would request all of us to take very, very serious interest, because over the next few days, we'll be working very closely with Wealth Desk teams to add on more advisors, so that it allows you more opportunities, not only to trade more effectively for customers who are existing with you, but also to encourage a lot of these dormant customers and excite them into participating with you and participate in these wealth baskets. So thank you all so much for joining us today, and thanks to the Wealth Desk team as well.
Thank you. Thank you for the meeting. Bye.
Thank you everyone.